Have you ever heard someone talking about you in a foreign language? Growing up in a small Midwestern town, I was the only kid with a Polish grandmother who insisted I learn her language. Every Sunday after church, while my friends were playing video games, I was stuck conjugating Polish verbs and learning words I thought I'd never use. By college, I'd forgotten most of it, just enough to order pierogi and recognize when someone was swearing. Then I got my first real job at this fancy downtown marketing firm. That's where I met Alexander, the creative director. Tall, always dressed in expensive suits with this intimidating presence that made everyone nervous. He'd moved from Warsaw 5 years earlier and had this reputation for being brutally honest about everyone's work. From day one, he seemed to have it out for me. He'd dismiss my ideas in meetings, assign me the worst projects, and constantly hover over my desk, pointing out mistakes. Classic workplace bully. But what really got under my skin was how he'd call his friends during lunch breaks. He'd sit in the break room speaking rapid Polish while looking directly at me and laughing. I couldn't catch everything, but I heard American and stupid enough times to know he was talking about me. After 3 months of this, we landed a huge client, a Polish tech company expanding to the US market. Our whole team was invited to their headquarters for the kickoff meeting. I almost called in sick when I found out Alexander would be leading the presentation. The meeting room was intimidating. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city, expensive artwork on the walls, and a massive conference table where the Polish executives sat waiting. Alexander strutted in like he owned the place. As he started his presentation, I noticed something odd. His Polish sounded different. He was using words incorrectly, mixing up genders, and his pronunciation was off. The clients kept exchanging confused glances. During the coffee break, I overheard 2 executives talking in Polish. Is this some kind of joke? His Polish is terrible. I don't think he's even from Warsaw. That's when I had my aha moment. I approached them and said in my rusty but grammatically correct Polish, I apologize for my colleague. Perhaps I can help clarify some points. Their eyes widened. For the next hour, I translated between the clients and our team, explaining concepts clearly in both languages. Alexander sat there, face growing redder by the minute. After the meeting, our CEO pulled me aside. I didn't know you spoke Polish. The clients are impressed. They said, your understanding of their market is excellent. I just smiled and said, my grandmother would be proud. The next day, Alexander avoided eye contact, but at lunch, he made another call again in his broken Polish. This time, whispering, but still clearly talking about me. That's when our HR director walked in. A quiet woman named Magda who rarely spoke at meetings. She listened for a moment, then addressed Alexander in perfect rapid-fire Polish. I caught enough to understand. She was telling him she knew he wasn't Polish. His accent was Russian. And if he continued harassing employees, she'd have a very interesting conversation with the CEO. The color drained from his face. He hung up mid-call and practically ran out of the room. Magda winked at me and said in Polish, my family is from Krakow. We should get coffee sometime. 2 weeks later, Alexander was reassigned to our satellite office. I was promoted to lead the Polish client account. And every Friday, Magda and I have lunch together, speaking Polish and laughing about the fake Warsaw creative director who couldn't tell his Polish pronouns from his Russian ones. My grandmother was right after all. Those Sunday lessons weren't a waste of time. Sometimes the language you never thought you'd use becomes your greatest advantage. And now I make sure to call her every week in Polish to tell her she was right all along.